Good morning, my tubies, my Teletubbies, Sheila Truelove. Today, I want to talk about females who don't deserve any respect. Anytime a female is pathetic and pitiful, that means that she doesn't deserve any respect. And here's why I say that. The reason we are finding it so hard to find quality, good, decent men who know their role as a man is because of these pitiful, pathetic, desperate. They're not only thirsty, they're beyond hungry. These females are starving. A starving cat on a lifeboat. It's pitiful. They're pitiful. And anytime someone calls you pitiful and pathetic, you're pathetic and you're pitiful, that means that people should be able to call you bitch, you mf'er, you no good piece of garbage. People should never give you any type of respect because you don't deserve it. You don't deserve it. So if people treat you badly or treat you any old kind of way, treat you like a floor mat or a doormat, I mean, they could piss on you, defecate on you, wipe their feet on you. You deserve it if you are a pitiful and a pathetic type of female. Now, I'm going to show you an example of what's pitiful and pathetic. Watch with me now. Here we go.
I'm sorry I missed the breakfast meeting. I overslept.
I'm not surprised. Apparently you were out quite late.
I had a working dinner with Jane Mancini. We went over some sketches for the fall line.
I tried calling you several times, Richard. I gave up at 1 o'clock.
We had a lot to cover. Now, is there something else that you'd like to discuss?
You slept with her, didn't you?
No. Even if I did, we agreed that it was okay to see other people. Do you remember that, Mackenzie?
Only because I didn't want to lose you.
Now, this is the part that I want to pause on. She has agreed to allow this dude to sleep with other females or sleep around town. Did you notice the reason why she said she permits that? Only because I don't want to lose you. I don't want to lose you. Are you kidding me? You're that pitiful and that pathetic and you're so desperate to try to hang on to any piece of a dude that you're willing to let him totally disrespect you, treat you like you're not worth much of anything. You don't deserve a man to be faithful to you. So you're willing to let him have any type of females that he wants. Just go out there, honey, and lay up with somebody as long as you come back to me. As long as you don't leave me. Honey, the only reason why he's coming back to you is because it's official. You are now his mother. The female that he has on the side, this is Melrose Place. I'm looking at it. I love it because this is season 3, episode 30. It's called The Big Bang Theory. Anyway, I've been binge watching Melrose Place, since we are under this coronavirus, whatever, distancing yourself, social distancing. So we all got to stay locked up in our prisons. Well, not my place is not a prison. This is my queendom. It's wonderful being home. I love it. But back to the point. Anytime you have females like this, they're messing up the quality of life for all women. This is why, even though, as you know, I am a Christian woman, yes, I am, and I could never treat anyone with disrespect. At the same time, it's not to say that it's not deserving. It's deserving. These pitiful, pathetic, thirsty, desperate females, they need to be put in their place. And their place is, you know what? You get no respect. Doormat, floor mat, a floor, forget door. You can walk all over her all throughout the house. She's a floor mat. She needs a crutch. These females are terrified to have to stand up on their own. Now, and I understand a lot of women stay in these abusive relationships because they're afraid to be alone and they're afraid of the pain. You know, the pain, they can't handle the pain. It hurts so much that I'd rather just take him back. But they're not thinking, think about all the days that you're going to have to put up with his abuse. Think of all the days that you're going to have to put up with stuff like this. Look.
Richard, this is too painful. I can't stand to think of you with another woman.
You're gonna be late for your meeting.
Richard, I love you.
Do you see how disgusted he is with her? How can you respect any female who's willing to let you just do any and everything? Now, I'm a firm believer that every man needs two women in his life. Yes, he does. His mother and his wife. Now, I would rather my husband or my partner, well, which is my husband is my partner, to go over to his mother's house. And they go laying around with some other female, going to some other female's house, licking out of her vajayjay, licking all out of her rectum, pulling his penis out with her, sharing what's sacred, special, and spiritual. He's going to take what's special and share it with some other woman or share it all around town. Now, which one would you prefer? Would you prefer him to go to some other woman? Or would you prefer him to go over to his mom's house where his mom, she's going to spoil him. He might stay over there for a week. You know, just call a timeout. Sometimes couples need that. They need that. And a woman, she always needs to have two men in her life. Her husband and her dad, her father. Forget about her dad. Anybody could be a dad, but not everybody could be a father. She needs her father and her husband. So whenever her husband is getting on her last nerve, she knows she could go to her father's house. He's going to spoil the daylights out of her. He's also going to sit her down and talk about what's the problem, baby. And this is how you're supposed to handle this situation and that situation. And he has advice in one hand and the Bible in the other hand, showing a woman's, how you're supposed to treat your husband. But above all else, the father is going to show his daughter how your husband is supposed to be treating you. Is your husband treating you like this, baby girl? Is he? Is your husband disrespecting you? And if he has cheated on her, her father's going to tell her, pack it up. Pack it up, honey. You bring your butt on home here. Now, he's not going to let her live with him indefinitely. No. He's going to help her to find her own place, help her get back on her feet. She already have a job. All women should always have a job. Don't ever go into no relationship without a job, please. So he's going to get it together. And when the man goes over to his mom's house, she's going to have a Bible in one hand and advice in the other, showing her son, his role. He's a head of the house and how he's supposed to treat his wife. And then they're ready to go back to their spouses or back to their partners, and they have had their time out, and now we can move on and get past all of this. But to become something like what you see here, she's pitiful, she's disgusting, and she gets no respect from anyone on the planet. People talk to her any old kind of way, treat her any old kind of way, because that's what she deserves.
Look, I know I'm not as young as Jane, but you can't tell me you still don't feel something for me.
You know I do.
He's not going to tell her the truth. You can't tell me you don't feel something for me. Yeah, discuss. You get no respect from me. You can forget that. That ain't happening. But he's going to sit up here and still string her along because she still has something that he needs. You know how the narcissists are. As long as you are good supply and you still can supply him with certain things, he'll hang around until he could get this other broad on the hook. And when he sees that he got Jane, her name is, she's younger than this female here. And you know how dudes are. Anytime something more shiny comes along, oh, look at that. That looks more shiny. They're like children. I call them baby boy. They're not men. This dude here is not no man. He's a baby boy. He's a child. Yeah, I know you still feel something for me. Of course I do. It's called disgust, and I can't stand the sight of you. You sicken me to my stomach. How's that?
but let's give this fabric.
That's Jane. The one with the black dress. Oh, Jane is seeing him kiss this. Oh. Now, with Jane having witnessed that, what would you do? Me? He's done. It's a wrap. Oh, baby, please. That's a wrap. Now, what he's going to do is he's going to have to say, yo, I got to get my A game up. I got to get my A game up. That means pimp talk. You know how pimps are. How do these pimps get these women to get out there and prostitute and sell their behind? Because they got the gift for gab. That's called pimp talk. See, dudes know, look, when a woman is easy, anytime he could get you to depart from your money, and he could see that you're willing to spend your money on him, or he could get you to pay his bills, he know he got you. I could turn this trick out, man. If he wanted to, he could pimp your behind, because that's what a lot of these dudes are doing now. They're pimping these women. They got these women. Look, he works. He gives her something like $100 a week. That's her paying his bills. Because if you were to throw him out there and he have to pay his own bills, he's going to have to pay at least $600-700 for rent. That don't even include food. And what about utilities? What about if he wants cable or Wi-Fi? Now let's talk about his food. He's going to spend at least $50 a week for food, and his toiletries and laundry detergent. He's going to spend at least a good $1,000, $800-900. He's going to spend, look, check this, at least, put it this way. He's going to spend at least $800-900 a month, okay? But anytime these dudes are giving you, I'm going to just play it safe. If he's giving you less than $700 a month, honey, you are officially paying his bills and he is pimping you. Why? Because of what you just witnessed here that I'm sharing with you, how desperate and how thirsty these females are. Now let's see how Jane handles this situation. Let's see, does she wait for him to call her, or does she go chasing in behind him? You see, me, I would have not called the dude. I would have blocked. I don't, give an explanation. What explanation can you give me? What could have happened? Now, I'm talking about, you notice how intimately they were kissing, okay? Now, let's hear what this pimp is going to tell Jane. And let's see if Jane falls for it.
Do you have a minute?
Yeah, of course. Come on in. Something wrong?
No. Just saw you and Mackenzie earlier looking pretty cozy. Kissing, actually.
Jen, we built a company together. What you saw was nothing more than affection between friends.
Really? And did you mention to your friend that you spent the night with me?
You're gonna have to understand that these are unusual circumstances. I may be the CEO, but she's the name. And whether we're divorced or not, my reputation is married to hers.
In other words, you kiss her to keep your job.
On some level, yes.
So what else do you do to keep her happy?
Not throw my love life in her face.
All right. But know this. I have no intention of playing the other woman. Especially when you're not married.
Are you kidding me? I have no intention of playing the other woman. But look at what she's doing. You don't actually saw him cheating. He's kissing some other goddamn broad. Oh, wait. Oh, he's not married to her, though. Okay, we get it. Irrelevant. You're kissing some other woman, and you throw a couple of... Oh, this is rich. This is rich. I can't even get the words out with how I would handle this situation. First of all, I would not have walked in this. Can I talk to you for a minute? No, we ain't talking about anything. I know what I saw. There's nothing to talk about. What he would realize is that when he tries calling me, he's been blocked. And then, of course, he's going to come chasing after me, The dog chases the cat. I ain't never seen no cat chase a dog, but whatever. These days, these cats are chasing these dogs more than a little bit because they're thirsty, pathetic, pitiful, deserving of no respect. But anyway, no. So he would have came over to me and whatever, find me, whatever, and he's going to talk to me. And then I would have told him what I saw, and I already know what to expect. I already know he's a pimp. Watch this pimp talk. I'll be like, yeah, okay. Let me check out his game. Let me peep his game. Yeah. And he's going to talk his BS. And first of all, you outright letting me know you're just using another woman. She's a woman like me. So, of course, I'm going to look out for my sisterhood. You just explained to me you're with her because she has the name and you want to keep your job. So it's okay for you to just use another human being. That don't sit well with Sheila True Love. It's disgusting. So, in end point, I would have dead the clown. But of course, he's doing something for her because she needs him to get her line up and running. I would just say, you know what? Let's slow this down. And I would have maintained a friendship. No, you're going to have to back up with that romantic stuff, dude, because I need time to process a lot of stuff. Meanwhile, he's going to be busting his behind to help me get my line out there. Long story. But the point is, you would never see Sheila True Love handle the situation like this ever in life. Ever. Look at this. He cheats and he gets rewarded. You see that airplane? He would have been, yeah. He cheats and he gets rewarded for it. Why should he stop cheating, ladies? Why should he? I just had to share this with you, my tubies, my Teletubbies, because this is the reason you can't find any good, decent men today, 2020. Because you have so many disgusting females out here who is ruining the quality of life for all of us females. So anytime you see a female putting up with garbage, we all should be angry at her. None of us should respect her because you're messing it up for everybody else. You selfish, pathetic, pitiful, poor excuse of a woman. And no, you will never get my respect. This is Sheila True Love. Truly loving you. Don't forget to subscribe and to share. And remember, you always have a choice. Single does not mean being alone. It doesn't. It just merely means your life will get easier and easier. Stop using these men or these dust mites, these dudes, these baby boys. Better yet, here we go, fuck boys. That's all you have out here today. These F boys. Baby boys, F boys. Because you're afraid to stand on your own. Let go of that crutch. Drop that crutch and watch how strong you can stand on your own. Single. Let's spell that and look at the acronyms together. S-I-N-G-L-E. Let's just take a look at what that means. Stress is now gone. Life's easier. That's what the acronyms for single mean. So trust me, my tubies and my Teletubbies, you don't have to put up with this nonsense. You don't have to put up with it. Let the crutch go and walk on your own. Stand up independently. Please. This is Sheila True Love. Truly loving you always, and I do mean always. Until next time, or until my next video, goodbye for now.